Hey guys, welcome to our first Bible session. So, I was going to do a little verse reading and kind of talk about that, but I thought I would just kind of start us off on our Bible study sessions by just talking a little bit about prayer. So, I started really consistently praying the summer before sixth grade. So I will let you know, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more this week when we talk about mental health. But I have always been a very anxious person, and that's hard for me to admit sometimes. And so, if you're in that position, I totally understand. But I've always been a very anxious person, like my whole life. I really struggled as a kid as well. But I started praying a lot before sixth grade because I was especially nervous because, going from elementary to middle school, it's a big adjustment. It's very different. I think middle school to high school, and some people may not agree with me on this, but middle school to high school is a little bit of it's still a difficult transition. Going into high school is super scary, but it's a little bit easier because I think you know a little bit more of what to expect in high school because the transition is very similar. In regards to classes and scheduling, it's very similar from middle school to high school. But going into middle school was so scary, and I was so excited. I was one of those kids who always loved school. School was really important to me. Learning things has always been very important to me. But going into sixth grade was very scary, and that week before school started, I got really nervous, and I started prayer every night, and it changed my life. I can't really explain it, but especially that first night, some would say coincidence, but that night that I really did a deep prayer and a deep conversation with God, I found myself having one of the best nights of sleep in the world. And that's not to say that I've had a perfect night of sleep every night since. Absolutely not. But I felt amazing. I felt like weights had been lifted off my shoulders. And that is the wonderful thing about prayer. And to some people it seems like you're just talking to some person out there. But God is with us all the time, and God is with us at every second of the day, whenever we need Him, even when we don't think we need Him. I think that that's part of the amazing thing about God too, is He's not just there when we go to reach out to Him. He's there when we're not even thinking about it, and when our mind is on other things. So I think that that's so amazing, and I just wanted to start off our little session today, and we're not going to do these probably every weekend, but we're going to try to do some fairly consistently. But in the future, we're going to probably look at specific verses or specific parts of the Bible, but I just wanted to start off today and just say, prayer is so incredible, and and your prayer can be super short, it can be super long. I've done prayers as short as 2 minutes, prayers as long as 45 minutes. And it really depends on you, and it depends on, you can say it, you can pray in your head and in your mind, you can pray out loud. I end up talking to myself a lot at night. You can do it in the morning, in the night, or both. I would do it before, I'm a swimmer, I would do it before swim meets when I'd get super nervous, and I would pray before in the locker rooms. You can do it whenever you want, and it doesn't have to be a stressful thing, and it doesn't have to be a thing of a lot of pressure. God is incredible because He doesn't judge.